So, a dead bug with the hand on the opposite knee. You can see from this, I'm going to lay down on my back, and I'm going to place my right hand on my left knee, and then essentially just going to place my left hand over that as well. So like both hands on that opposite knee. From here, it's like you're performing a normal dead bug with what would be this right leg. I'm keeping a lot of pressure between my hand and my knee, essentially pushing them into each other. The way I like to think of it is, I've got a 50 quid note stuck between my hand and my knee, and I'm keeping enough pressure so that if someone were to go and tug that 50 quid note, it wouldn't budge an inch, okay? So lots of tension, rib cage down, core nice and tight. You want to make sure that your lower back isn't like pushing into the floor too excessively. We don't want a lumbar spine that's pushed into the floor, but we don't want a massive gap, and we certainly don't want to be moving back and forth as we go through each rep. Okay, so bear those few things in mind. So keep that tension, essentially move with just the right leg, keep your core nice and tight. Here's where it's going to be really difficult to maintain the lumbar position rather than just letting yourself sort of dump out of position. You can see the hand has kind of lost contact with the knee, and I've just kind of tilted my pelvis the opposite way. Now there's a big gap and my lower back has actually moved, okay? And if that is the case, we can reduce the range to make it a little bit easier, almost like a regression. So rather than kicking or bringing the heel down towards the floor, I just straighten out the knee, keep the heel nice and high, and that makes it a little bit easier. If that's too easy, then that's where I test my range. As opposed to moving straight to just the floor, I work within a range a little bit lower till I eventually can perform all reps down to the floor, just working the one side before then moving on to the opposite, and then that's my set done. Okay, so should be able to kind of complete a few of those reps. It's just whether or not you're going to be kicking the heel down towards the floor or keeping it up nice and high.